Not yet, eh?
Well, I guess we're back with Attack on Titan here. Tom here. I don't know who we got over there.
Beast Titan here.
It's like
Kimmy
Chewbacca
here.
Titan. Chewbacca
Storm
Titan.
here. Trying to find a fun intro for this one, right? So we left on another cliffhanger last time with the Beast Titan and a blonde guy, very muscular.
Yeah, with
on his
glowy
shoulders.
eyes.
You know,
Got abs.
just editing that episode, I was like, I looked at it and I saw that he was actually steaming. That the Beast Titan was steaming during that quote.
Well, I think he pulled a Ymir and he was putting his head out of the sunroof and driving a car.
That's what he said during the reaction, guys. But yeah, I mean, I didn't think that was the case. I thought he was like friends with the Beast Titan because the Beast Titan looked like he was active. He had like an expression of intensity of some kind. Like he looked like he was very confident or something with a very nasty smirk. But he could have been frozen in that state and he left his body for a moment just to show us that there's a person inside of him.
Didn't it kind of look like he was wearing glasses? He had that glint in his...
Yeah, he had
So
major
do you think
white
maybe that's
laser
Aaron's
eyes.
father?
I'm kidding. Yeah, I kind of think so. We were kind of assuming.
Papa Aaron?
Because that would explain why they both have those powers to control other Titans.
So what do you think the not yet A means? Do you think he's Canadian or do you think like they didn't get to the basement yet? What's his little
Chewie
boots?
thinks something different, but I'm thinking that means not yet, that he's not ready yet. I'm guessing.
That's what I'm thinking too. That they're not, and he's kind of being condescending, like, you're not,
Or is it
you're
not
ready
yet
for
they
me
didn't catch?
yet.
Or they didn't catch Aaron yet? Like not yet.
Yeah.
Maybe. I'll take it as he's not ready yet. Now we have to go find him and
He
train
seems very
him for
confident.
our ways, or my ways, if it is him as the Beast Titan. So shall we get into season 3?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
The finale was amazing. We discussed a lot last time, but it was very amazing. And it was called Scream, which obviously that was like the biggest turning point. That was a huge moment. Great
Poor
moment.
Hans.
I know, that was really sad. I mean, they die in such brutal ways, too. It's not just like a quick death. It's like a horrible way to go, and you get munched on.
You get chomped on and bitten in half, and
It's awful. So, are you guys ready?
We're ready.
So, on Crunchyroll, it's 3:38, but it's really season 3, episode 1.
Yeah. Oh.
Kenny. No, that's how it ends.
Kenny.
jeez.
We haven't watched a preview, though.
This is a preview, yeah.
Yeah, we don't watch that, but... Oh my god, what the heck? That got so intense at the end. Kenny. So is he the one that he was talking about? Because he was assuming that...
He's the mass murderer guy, yeah.
But he lived with him for a little bit when he was a kid, he said?
Yeah, it sounded like it.
That's right.
Huh. Oh my god,
That
the poor,
is
what was her name,
wicked.
Nifa or whatever? Like,
Yeah.
that sucked, man.
And she
Like,
got blown away.
Right
You think
before
you
we had
worry
a
about
suspicion.
Titans and you just have,
People inside.
these people inside are just, almost as bad. You just can't trust.
Well,
it's all political now.
So he seems like a mercenary.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like a bounty
So
hunter.
who hired him, I wonder?
Right.
That blonde guy. Maybe
That
Aaron's
blind guy
father.
that was in the...
On the Beast Titan, or is the Beast Titan, I don't know.
Mm.
But Levi's really good. Like, he really knows, unfortunately, he's alive here, but it was too late when he found out. But he had his suspicions.
Well,
like,
luckily
why hire amateurs to do this?
Mm-hmm.
Well, luckily he was thinking about it at that moment. Another couple seconds and it probably would have been a different story.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
Wow, that was, like, extremely scary. And just the other guy getting shot and landing in front of that, the mom and the kid. Right, got shot in the head. Like, that was, it's just so gory, It's just, of all the things we've seen, once it's, like, human against human, it's just a different level, of all the nastiness we saw.
It
with the
is,
Titans
especially with
also
this
eating
group
people,
that's seen so much death and so much, fighting with the Titans, and then to come inside and to deal with this, it's so sad.
Yeah, so this guy's been trailing him for quite a while, too, because, as soon as they find out that they're being watched, they're right on top of him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And, the Survey Corps, they did a great job at trying to make a plan to have the doubles.
Yeah, and deceive everybody.
That was perfect.
When the other guys were on top of it and hunting them down too. But yeah, poor Armin and his other
She's more muscular than I thought.
Oh my God, that was disgusting. But you know that, God, just you don't even want to think that, but it does happen, and people are just creeps.
Yeah, they're scumbags.
Well, Armin played the part pretty well.
Oh my God.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, he did.
Good sport.
That
good
guy was
sport.
like, he didn't realize. So that was good.
Krista is not a Krista, it's a Christopher.
Maybe he doesn't care either way. You
Jokes
never
on
know.
you.
But yeah, I'm glad that they were a good team where they broke free of their restraints right when Mikasa was there. And
Oh, yeah.
Well, they had a plan. They were already ready to rock and roll.
That was good. That was really good. And I like how, in this case, well, Eren wasn't in danger either, but I'm glad that Mikasa was listening to Levi and they had a really good plan and she followed through with that. And that was good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Levi, I like him.
I do too.
He's a good leader.
We haven't seen him a lot lately because he's been healing and stuff, so I'm glad that.
Especially expressing his emotions like he just did.
Yeah, Kenny. It's like, it seems like they have a long history of things like this happening. With him knowing what he's about, and Kenny, like I took it more.
Well, we don't really know much of Levi's backstory.
No,
other than he's a clean freak.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. He looks under the table.
And Irwin like brought him in or helped him out of the rut he was in or something by giving him this job in the Survey Corps, right? I think we heard that discussion briefly.
Do you think maybe he was like an orphan, like in an orphanage or something?
He might have mentioned that because it was a long time. It was a brief conversation they had a while ago, and I don't know if he was an orphan or not. I don't remember.
He had a hard knock life. He had to clean all the time. Like,
yeah. I don't know if he was a thief or not, but if he lived with that murderer, then that would make sense that, he had a bad life before Irwin saved him. You know, like, I don't know, but... Can't wait to see more there. I mean,
poor
Aaron's
so
like,
smart. Oh, darn, we didn't clean well enough.
I know, he finds everything. I mean, they clean so hard, and it's like that one part.
He looks so scared. Like, I know. He's going to come. He's going to find out.
No. At least he didn't tell him.
That's when they were all freaking out when they came in and just,
Like, hey, I just...
Did you wipe your shoes?
Yeah, that's funny. I like the humor in it, too. You need to have some kind of humor after all this terror.
It didn't last long, though.
Yeah.
All that humor.
Oh, going to Aaron's face in the beginning, like, I know he can regenerate. We've seen his limbs and stuff, but to actually rip off your face and be like, oh, he just needs time to rest. I mean, like, how do you come back from that? But he's been bitten in half, and I guess, I mean, like,
yeah.
It's unbelievable, right? It's just, and what's her name?
I was waiting for someone to put, like, a bag over his head or something.
Yeah. Oh, Hanj.
Hanj. And Hanj, I love her, too. She's just like... Let's go get him out of there. Just ripping him out.
She's like, somebody sketch this. She wants someone to sketch a picture of him.
Can you imagine seeing that? Like, your family's right there with you, and you just see, like, a family member's face get ripped off, and you just, it's like part of the noise.
Somebody draw this.
He'll steam it off.
Somebody draw this. But the weird thing is, too, even his tongue, like, he's starting to look more like the Titan when that happened, because it had the same jaw. Because even though, like, the skull, your skull, jagged. It does look like it recedes back more. I mean, and here, but it looked even more so like the Titan, and then the long triangular tongue.
I think the more he develops, the more he'll look like himself. Yeah. Kind of like the other Titans. You can kind of recognize who they are.
Except Ymir you can't at all. She's completely.
Yeah, that one's completely left field.
That's a tough one. Yeah.
But the other one's kind of, like Reiner, I can definitely see that. Berthold, maybe a little bit. I can kind of see a little bit there, but not Ymir at all.
Yeah. Anna, you can.
Anna, you definitely can, yeah.
Yes.
And we haven't seen Annie in a long time.
Right. She is being tortured.
Yeah, I want to see her in the mix now and see, like, her interactions with
Berthold and Reiner. I mean, where are they keeping her if she's being tortured? I mean,
she was underground before.
Underground, and now we know the whole village. They have the whole, what is it, Trost? What district? They have a whole underground.
Yeah, they have everything underground now.
Yeah.
So it's always been
everything
there.
What we were saying, they should make it underground, and they did.
Yeah, and if humans just become Titans, if this Beast Titan controls it however they come to be, like, that's not even a safe haven. If they can
I hope they don't become Titans underground. That'd be kind of
cramped. I know, because if they can turn them, I mean, I don't know if they'd be exposed to the moon or not, but... like, if they're underground, I mean, that's a trap. And they can just get crushed if they all, transform, so...
If they even fit under there.
Exactly. So it's like a really bad place to be now that we know more.
Mm-hmm. And the MP, they killed the priest.
Yeah.
So that's really bad.
And Hunch was threatening them. That's why she's like, tell him this. And it was such a
and it was like telling him directly.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you directly because she knows.
When you find out who did it.
Sometimes
right.
I love this little hints that we get, but sometimes like I think it's exaggerated when we see certain movements. But when Hanj was rubbing his knuckles, I thought she was so aggressive that she made them raw. But no, it's because
he tortured.
Yeah, he tortured the priest, and that was his doing. So that's why she kept rubbing them to say, like, I know what you did there. I can see. So I love that.
When you find him, tell him this.
And don't you hate that? Like here,
I loved it.
Hanj and her team, like, they risked their lives. They were out there, and they're in the terrible rawness of it all, you know, and, you know, they're the bravest people, and to even come back from that is amazing. And here you have these inner wall jerks. I think they're better than everyone else, and, you know, mocking the outer wall people, and he's just like, oh, well, you guys are scum, or whatever he said to them.
No idea what they've been through.
Hanj was just like, no, you're definitely better than us. That's
right,
and,
I'm nothing.
But let me just tell you, you're going to die a worse death after that whole
Well, I mean, it sounds like that they're putting black marks on all the scouts so that they can do what they want with them, and the public won't see it as an issue.
Right.
When they're actually trying to cover something up, and they're trying to wipe out everybody who knows something about it. Yeah. So whoever's in charge, you know, I want to know where Pixis is, because Pixis, I mean, he's pretty high up there too. He should be able to know what's going on, or who's not doing what they're supposed to.
And they really should try to protect him secretly too, because you never know.
Yeah.
You know, because
he's pretty smart.
Just to put a twist out there too, because I like Pixis. Pixis, or is it Pixies? Pixis, right?
Pixis.
And I kind of wonder, because he was always so calm and cool from the start with Aaron and saying, like, we got to try or whatever, and he was more on his side. I bet he knows a lot more than he's letting on, too. And to be that high up, maybe he is the conspiracy,
maybe he made it,
but trying to manipulate it in his own way. I don't know.
Was he in charge of the military police? I don't think so. Not the inner wall one, though.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. But
I kind of wanted him to be a good guy.
Yeah. I still think he's good. I don't think he's the enemy.
I hope not.
But there's somebody on the inside that's, you know, not good. And who was that guy that they showed in that chair in the white robes?
Oh, Reese family. So it must be Historia's or Krista's relation. Whether it's her father or
brother.
Yeah, because isn't that her
uncle,
last name too? Yeah.
His former roommate.
Former roommate. Are you Dark Helmet?
So what does that make me? Absolutely nothing.
Absolutely nothing. That movie was great. Spaceballs, guys, if you haven't seen it. But yeah, I mean, there's so many questions there with Krista, and I want to know what her big secret is, and I know that's going to probably be a while till we find out.
Mm-hmm.
But does she know the secret? Does she know that what she knows is a secret? Because why hasn't she said anything yet?
But she's also a good liar, too, so I don't know if she's just hiding something, too. I mean, she's different now. She had a good discussion with Aaron in this episode, and now she's going to be who she is. And he said your other self was very fake anyways. And I don't know.
Like you had a mask on.
Yeah, so maybe she doesn't know, but I kind of wonder if she just suppressed it and just doesn't tell anyone anything. Like, she just gets through the day, like, tries to survive, and that's it. I don't know. But maybe she doesn't know, and that'll be a big reveal, too.
Yeah. I think she's pretty
Well, I mean, if people are coming after her, I think now would be the time to start telling people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this is my big secret.
Watch her be the Beast Titan. I think I mentioned that before, that you watch her be the Beast Titan or something.
There's a big Nike shoe factory being made for the Titans. That's the big secret.
We went in on that deal. No. So until next time, guys, it was a good first episode of the season, and we're getting very political now with the conspiracy.
Yes,
can't wait to see
more
more
of the politics of it.
And maybe Kenny. Oh my God, they killed Kenny. Yes. Maybe that'll happen. We'll see. So thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you very soon as always. Please subscribe.
Subscribe.
Bye. Like us. Bye. Toodles.